Hello beach lovers, it's Jen. Thank you again for joining me. If you're not familiar with me, I am an artist out of Longwood, Florida. I go by Jen C. Lindquist or Artistic Surf. So we actually were in quarantine for a couple of weeks because we had a COVID scare at our house. But we've been in self-isolation as much as possible during this time. All of my art shows have been canceled for the year. I do see that there are some that are accepting applications, but I've decided not to apply for any weekend art festivals because I expect COVID to blow back up in the fall. And right now through the summer, we just have nothing going on in Florida. Let's see, I haven't been as motivated to paint as I thought I would be during quarantine and during the mandatory stay-at-home orders. I think I've mentioned this on a couple of other videos. I do work full-time. However, I'm working from home and I don't have the travel time, but working from home is draining, and then just not being able to go out and do anything for that little while was very draining also. I think it surprised my husband how much it bothers me, but because I'm not a terribly outgoing person, but I need to be around my friends at work, so it's really difficult to not be around them. I've been trying a few new things. I tried a little chalk art in our driveway. The reason that I did that was I had a chalk art festival that I signed up for in the spring. And since it hadn't happened, I took this as an opportunity to get a little bit more practice in. They rescheduled for the fall. It was pretty hard for me, but it was a lot of fun. And the reason it was hard is I have arthritis in my knees. I'm a little bit older. So sitting on the concrete and drawing for hours, and I made them pretty quick. These were not like 4 hours or 8 hours a day drawings. They're really simple. It was a lot harder on me than I expected. I'm actually representing my company in the chalk art contest, so I may do it just to complete what I signed up for, but I probably won't do another one after that. Let's see, one of the things I've been working on is my digital art. I use Gimp as my software of choice. If you're not familiar, it's Linux's version of like Photoshop or Illustrator, and I've used it for years, and the reason I've used it is because it's free, and when I was younger I didn't have money to spend on Photoshop software, and now I've just used it for years and years and I'm very comfortable with it. But what I did find is that some of the latest updates just made it so difficult to do what I wanted to do with my digital artwork. And like I've said before, I'm not a digital artist. I just use it to do a few things. I do some cropping, I do a little bit of painting, I do touch-ups of my artwork, and now I'm creating pieces of art that I can put on t-shirts and mugs and just little stuff like that. So I looked for a simpler application, something that was a little bit easier to work with, and I came across this application. It's called Sketchbook, and it's made by Autodesk. I'm learning how to use it. It's something I've used a lot, and I still find that because I'm comfortable with Gimp, that I do kind of pass back and forth between Autodesk and Gimp. But there's just a couple of little things in Gimp that I find easier. I found that I've accidentally trimmed up my designs too much, and I don't know how I do it. Of course, it just takes practice. So that's what I've been working on. So you may have seen some of my sticker art and some of my t-shirt artwork that's been going through my feed. That's basically what that's been all about. I was a little bit more inspired to do digital artwork during this time instead of painting. Because I didn't feel like painting, I was basically taking some of my old paintings and just adding some lettering and just trying a few things to see what would work out. I opened a Redbubble shop. I did open a Teespring shop, and that was basically, Teespring was in preparation for my Twitch channel, and I know Teespring will pull into YouTube at some point, so I'd like to have that stuff available when the time comes and have some nice selections ahead of time. I'm in no hurry, but it's fun. It's a great way to learn. What's a better motivator than the idea of getting a shop set up for people who are watching your content? So that's been really cool. So that's what I've been up to, and I just wanted to let you watch a video of me taking pictures of some of my paintings that I finished. You may have noticed I have this sunrise in the background, and I had videotaped it, but I ran out of battery and I thought it was recording and it wasn't recording, and I got very little, so there's not going to be any video of that one, but I did post a time lapse of my plumerias. I hope you enjoy it. And that's it for today. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye.